Hello viewers, this is Sentai Michael from School Reviews, bringing you a new podcast on my segment called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'm going to try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well. I'm about to cause some audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. So anyway, where I like to begin is, if you're wondering what's that noise in the background, that's just my fan. So basically, if you're wondering what's that sound in the background, that's just my fan. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Ryusoulger. So basically, this episode starts off like this. It's nighttime at some festival somewhere. So basically, it's nighttime. There's a festival going on. There's a festival going on, and we see a young woman being chased by a couple of dreadnought foot soldiers. Being chased by a couple of dreadnought foot soldiers. So anyway, that's when Canal, aka Ryusoulger, showed up and took out the foot soldiers and saved the young woman. So basically, the young woman was so impressed about Canal, she asked, she asked him to come, come join the, come to the festival and come with me. We have a good time at the festival, and also I refuse to meet my father tomorrow. So basically, Canal said yes. So Canal thinking this one might be the one. So basically, Canal and the young woman went back to the festival, and had a good time. But from the shadows, we see Cleon looking like, the setup is finished, and he just walked away. So basically, the next day, we see co-author melt, and we father, and we herself at the lab, they were trying to help we out with some podcast, some new ideas for her vlog series. So anyway, and that's when Odo contacted Mel on her. So basically, that's when Odo contacted Mel on his mail with that, that I need your help with something. So basically, Mel went to go meet up with Odo, who is Canal's little sister, and turns out that, she needed help to spy on Canal. So basically, the others, Oscar and Cole tagged along. It's like, and Odo explained that, last night my brother said this woman named Mayo, for a bunch of dreadnought foot soldiers. So basically, I just want to make sure that she's on the up and up. So basically, the others were spying on the Canal and the girl Maya that he saved from the foot soldiers. Looks like from Canal's point of view, she's like Maya wants to get married and whatnot. So basically, Canal was having a good time with Maya. She said Maya wants to do. It seems like he does want to get married. So basically, Canal thinking that Maya might be the one, might be my future bride. So anyway, they got to our father's house. Turns out it was Dojo. So basically, that my father said that, you bring this young man to me, you bring this young man to my dojo, thinking he's good enough to inherit my dojo. And Maya's like, yes, he is good. He's good enough to inherit your dojo. So basically, Canal thinking that, Maya, so basically, Maya, thinking that, Canal thinking that, since Maya is a girl, his father won't let her have the dojo. So basically, he's just using. So Maya just using Canal to, you know, help her get the doses from her father. So basically, so Canal figured that, you know, if I help her get the dozo, maybe she might end up marrying me after all. So basically, Canal said that, you know, said to the father, I will challenge you to a fight, but if I win, you know, I'll be, I'll be worthy enough to get your dojo. So the father kind of agreed, and so my father agreed to the challenge and whatnot. So anyway, before the fight went down, that's when Ma passed out. Turns out that we see energy being drained from Miles. So it turns out that Korean monster uses powers to make a monster monster from her negative emotions. So basically, a few minutes later, we see tore him down, and they're waiting for him fighting by his monster monster, who is some type of weird karate, like a karate ogre or some shit like that. So anyway, I'm just going to call it the karate monster monster. So basically, Bam and Toe was kind of having a hard time, I guess this karate monster, because it was kicking the shit out of him. So basically, that's when the others showed up, and that's when we saw Gold. So basically, that's when the others showed up, and we saw Gold was kicking the shit out of this karate monster. So anyway, since that we saw since that Canal had the upper hand against the monster monster, so basically, and that's when the monster monster put up a barrier that surrounded him. But turns out that he didn't put it. So basically, Canal had to jump up and so that that the monster monster's barrier didn't cover him from above. So basically, it was a big opening in the barrier from above. So basically, Canal jumped up in the air and tried to attack him and tried to attack the monster monster from above, but the monster monster shot Canal down and forced Canal to be morphed, and the monster monster got away with Creon. And so basically, Canal was kind of pissed off that he had the monster monster in his hands and he failed. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, he told the others that I'll be the one who's going to defeat that monster monster. So basically, the others decided to help him out and whatnot, and that's when, with a little help from Cole and the others, and a little help from watching a fish watching a fish swimming in the stream. He figured how to dodge. So basically, he figured how to dodge the monster attack when it's inside its barrier. So anyway, after some training, after some training from his friends and the help from the fish, Canal figured a way to dodge the monster attack while it's inside the barrier, and that way he can get to that monster monster and destroy it. So anyway, so basically nighttime came in. So Cole gave Canal the Cosmoraptor Ryusoulger to use to get the monster monster in case the monster monster grow and whatnot. So anyway, the next day the monster monster showed up, and Canal put his training that he to get used to just the monster. He hit the karate monster monster. So basically, he managed to get inside the monster monster's barrier and dodge the monster monster's attack, and managed to take down the monster monster. But once disguised as Miles' father managed to use her mechanism emotions to make them force her to still more. To force us to get more negative emotions to her, to the monster monster that forces to grow big. So anyway, so Kanao was Scott as my father, and he managed to force Miles to get more negative emotions towards the Cardi monster monsters, and making that monster start making that monster grow big. So anyway. So basically, some of the Mosasaurus Rex and transform it into the Neptune, the Cosmo Raptor Neptune Megazord, and he took down the Rhinosaur monster, and basically the day to save and whatnot. So anyway, so later that day, Canal took down my father and basically improved himself worthy enough to take over my father's dojo. So basically, Canal stated that since she's now in charge of the dojo, we'd like to know that him and Mao was going to get married. But turns out that Mao was the only reason why Mao asked him to fight her father in the first place, because she wants to go to Paris to be a pastry chef. So basically, once again, Canal was so bothered by love, he didn't ask the details about her situation. So basically, Ma told Canal that the only reason I wanted to become a pastry chef. So my father was kind of worried that since I want to come pastry chef, there'll be no one to take care of his dojo. So anyway, once again, Canal took situation was found out that the girl didn't want to get married to him, so basically blah blah blah, and that's when his sister, kicked the crap out of him once again, that he failed to ask any questions about her situation and whatnot. So anyway, this is how the episode ended with Odo kicking Canal straight across the dojo, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was not bad. Once again, Canal was still looking for a bride, but we still doesn't know why he's looking for a bride yet. But hoping that we will get more details about this. But alright, this was a good episode. So anyway, what you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Keeping with the Confidence podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Kishiryu Michael, sign off. 1,